it's absolutely critical that you know exactly what it is you want inside. Why? Well, think of the amount of power, ability, and capability that you have when you are inspired, when you're lit up inside, when you're doing something you absolutely love and you feel is the most important thing in the world for you, and you're in the absolute right place at the right time. Now, imagine that same amount of power just being expended in a random direction. That's what happens when you don't know what it is that you want. You don't have that key reference point to know where you're coming from and where you're going to. And what can then happen is not only will you then be easily directed by somebody else's wishes and somebody else's desires, which is perfectly fine if they're in keeping with yours. But if you don't even know what yours are, you wouldn't even know if you're being used or if someone's pushing you in a direction that isn't actually right for you. And that becomes more of a problem when you go off in a direction that doesn't resonate with what's really going on inside yourself, like your heart doesn't match up with it. Then what happens is you start generating and creating inner conflict. There's a part of you inside that knows this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not where I want to be. This is not something that I can maintain and keep doing. And what will happen is you will feel inner conflict, you will feel discomfort, you will feel ill at ease, until eventually you start feeling actually physically ill. That's the next step. So if you want to avoid that, it is vitally important that you figure out what it is that you want, even if you can't have it right now. Knowing what it is that you want, at least you can create a glide path for yourself to head towards that direction. And then that part of you inside that's complaining, that says, I know exactly what I want and you're not doing it, it can then start to ease off and calm down because it can see and sense that you are actually starting to do it, that you're starting to listen. It's cliched, but it is literally about listening to your heart, listening to what's going on inside of you in order to avoid incongruency, misalignment, and inner conflict. That makes sense?